In this video, I'm going to be ranking the best obtainable power forward cards right now in NBA 2K25 Myteam on a tier list here ranging from S that does go down to D tier, and we have about 35-ish of the best obtainable power forwards in this entire game. So what I mean by obtainable power forwards are these are going to be cards that are actually affordable on the auction house, or you're able to grind for completely free. Cards like Willis Reed that are free at level 30 in the free pass, cards like Miles Turner in the playoff spotlight sims, able to get that card for free. And then of course, like I said, on the auction house, cards are not ridiculously expensive, so no invincible Shaq or obviously invincible Wemby or GOAT Kareem. These overpowered cards that can play the power forward position, not going to be including those cards because they are not obtainable for 99.9% of the player base. So first obtainable power forward here is going to be the newest 100 overall power forward in this game, and that's going to be Miles Turner, who honestly, for an obtainable power forward in this game, might be the best. He seriously might be the best obtainable power forward. 6'11" at power forward, 7'4" wingspan. His defensive stats are obviously going to be amazing. His stats across the board are going to be all maxed out. He's got every single Hall of Fame defensive badge. But where they really souped up Miles Turner is when it comes to the animations they gave this card. He's got the best dribble style in the game. He's got potentially the best escape and also the best behind the back in the Trae Young behind the back. He's also got a good size up in the Garland dribble style, or sorry, Garland size up. Even though, yes, it's not the best size up in the game, it's not Steve Francis, but it's still very good and very useful. He's also got the Pro 2 fade and a very good big man jump shot. So, I mean, on Miles Turner, like, he has the sigs of a guard. He plays defense like a big man. He's got great height and wingspan and player model at the power forward position. He's one of the best power forwards in this entire game, and for being actually obtainable and being free, he's obviously got to go in S tier. Now, on the flip side of that, Embiid, he's still S tier just because he is really good at the power forward position. Now, he's on the more expensive side. He's probably like 350k, maybe even 400,000 MT. So I think he's the most expensive power forward on this tier list, 100%. But I still think we had to include him and put him in the S tier category. 7 foot at power forward, 7'5" wingspan. He's going to be an amazing defender. He's just a solid power forward, right? He's not going to have the sigs that Miles Turner has, but he's got the Pro 2 fade. He's got a really good jump shot for a big man. He's not as good as Miles Turner, but I do think he's very good, you know, for an obtainable power forward. Now, Hakeem Olajuwon, I feel like he's probably B tier, in my opinion. He's still a good power forward option, but I don't know if you could go any higher than B tier for Hakeem. His jump shot is not that great, but his defense is good. I like this Hakeem card, but I think he's going to be in B tier, in my personal opinion. I would say Triple J, his Galaxy Opal, also going to be in the B tier category. Now, we do have his Dark Matter on the list here somewhere, so I do think Triple J, his Dark Matter, is going to be an A tier just because the faster jump shot, you know, the better stats and badges, you know, is quite a big of an upgrade compared to his Galaxy Opal. He's not like worlds above his Galaxy Opal card, but I do think he's a little bit better enough to where you could put him up a tier. So I'm going to go Galaxy Opal Triple J in B tier, and then Dark Matter Triple J in A, because I mean, the Dark Matter sells for under 100,000 MT. That's definitely affordable and obtainable at the power forward position. Now, talking about Willis Reed, I mean, he's another free card at the power forward position, just like Miles Turner, and he's one of the best obtainable power forwards in this game. We're talking about a 6'10" power forward with an amazing jump shot. He's unbelievable. Like, he is a really, really good power forward card. Is he as good as Miles Turner? No, not in my personal opinion, but I still think he's very good at the power forward spot. Bill Walton, I haven't really used this card too much, and I haven't really seen too many people use this card whatsoever. He looks okay at power forward, 6'11" at power forward, 7'3" wingspan, amazing defender, good physicals. The jump shot looks okay, Pro 2 fade. He's got some decent sigs, to be honest, like Garland dribble style, Donovan Mitchell size up, Kemba escape. His sigs are actually quite good. I might go A tier. I think I'm gonna go A tier for Bill Walton. He is really good when it comes to the dribble sigs. Wendell Carter Jr., probably gonna be one of the worst cards on this tier list. I do think he's going to be in D tier in my opinion. He's just not that great at the power forward position. Now, Dark Matter DeAndre Ayton, I'm going to go very high A. I don't believe at the power forward position he's S. He's more of a center card to me, just because his jump shot isn't like elite at the power forward position, but I do think his defense is really good. He's got a great player model at the power forward spot. Now, talking about 100 overall Dwight, he's actually affordable. This card, at least I saw on Xbox yesterday. I was looking last night when I was making this tier list, I think around like midnight or 1 a.m. and the card was only selling for 250k. I know that was probably at, you know, a good time to buy these cards, you know, when I was looking on the auction house, but still, I mean, this is an obtainable, affordable power forward, and Dwight's very good. Is Dwight S tier in my opinion? Probably not, just because of his jump shot not being as good as like Embiid's or Miles Turner or Willis Reed. But the thing about Dwight is look at the dribble sigs they gave this card. Garland dribble style, Steve Francis size up, Kemba escape. He's got those, you know, invincible level of sigs. He's also got the Pro 2 fade. I think because of the jump shot though, I'm going to keep him in A tier, but he is a very good power forward option. Now that he's come down in price with the 100 overalls dropping in price, I do think Dwight Howard is a lot more realistic of a pickup and actually very solid at the power forward position. Talking about Dark Matter Bull, you guys know I'm never like a huge fan of this card. Realistically, most people would put this card in A because he's 7'3" at power forward and he's a glitchy card. I just hate this card's jump shot. I feel like he plays very soft in game. He's not a good rebounder. I feel like he kind of gets tossed around in the paint and, you know, doesn't have very good strength, at least in game. I don't even know what his strength rating is, but every single time I play this card, I feel like my big men are just absolutely bodying him in the paint. 85 strength isn't even that low, but for whatever reason, I feel like this card just plays very soft. I don't think he's that great of a defensive card, and I think his jump shot is very, very bad. I still think, like, I'm saying all this bad stuff about him. He's still 7'3" at power forward. He's still a great card. He's actually come down in price to the point where he's affordable. But for me, you guys know I'm just not a big Bull fan in this game, at least with this specific card. I've loved Bull cards in the past, but this one I think personally is going to be in the B tier category. Talking about 100 overall DeMarcus Cousins, actually, again, an affordable 100 overall card. These 100 overalls are coming down in price to the point where I think DeMarcus Cousins was only selling for like 200 to 300K last night. And again, that's an affordable price. Maybe it's a little bit more on the expensive side, but it's an affordable price tag for a power forward, and Boogie is really, really good. Again, because of his dribble sigs, they actually gave him Trey behind the back, Kemba escape, the two best sigs in the game when it comes to the escape and the behind the back. He's also got Pro 2 fade. Box size up is decent. Booker dribble style is decent. His jump shot, kind of questionable. Not like a great jump shot in this game, but it's also not bad. I do think DeMarcus Cousins, though, is an S tier obtainable power forward currently in my team. Artis Gilmore, I'm going to go high A tier. Like, he could be considered S, but because of the low 3-ball and maybe not the quickest speed, I feel like he's more of a center in this game, but I wanted to include him on this power forward tier list just so you guys could see, you know, where he'd rank if you wanted to run him at power forward. But I do think Artis Gilmore is a lot more of a center than he is power forward. Hassan Whiteside, I would say he's like the perfect C tier card. He's not as good as a Bull, Jaren, a Hakeem at the power forward spot, but he's better than Wendell Carter Jr. So I do think Hassan Whiteside is decent. He's going to be in C tier. Dark Matter Embiid, I don't know if you could go any higher than B tier. I think there is quite a big of a difference when it comes to the Dark Matter compared to the 100 overall. At least in game, the 100 overall just feels quite a bit better. So I do think the Dark Matter Embiid is going to be in B tier. Cat, realistically, is going to be in D. He's just not that great of a power forward. He is obtainable. He's not that expensive. He's gone down in price quite a bit, but again, he's just not that good in my personal opinion. Dark Matter Chet, one of the best obtainable power forwards in this game. Is he A or S? I'm going to go very high A, just because his jump shot isn't like that amazing, but honestly, he's probably S, right? Chet's so good defensively. He's 7'1" at power forward. His defensive animations are pretty much the best in the game. His jump shot's okay. Like, it's just not that great of a jump shot, but it's okay. He gets good rebounding animations. He's a little bit on the slender side, and I think his strength rating also, you know, isn't that great, and that was the huge upgrade on the 100 overall. But again, like 84 strength, it's not great. He does kind of get moved around like Bull, but he's still very good defensively. I'm gonna go Chet in like the lower A tier category. Talking about Bobby Portis, he's like maybe D or C. He's probably not as good as a Hassan Whiteside. I would say Kel'el Ware, though, is, you know, on that same level as Hassan Whiteside. Jack Sigma, very good power forward option, again, for an obtainable price. I do really like Jack Sigma. His defense is amazing. He's 6'11" at power forward and does have a very solid jump shot. I would say Bargnani is probably high A, or sorry, high B. He's either like high B or low A. His 3-point shooting is really good. He's 7 foot at the power forward position. He has a really good jump shot. He's a good offensive power forward, but the defense can be a little bit lackluster at times and, you know, kind of a little bit worrisome. So I would say for me personally, gonna go Bargnani in the B tier category. Dark Matter D-Rob, his jump shot, guys, the more I use this card in the no money spent, I had to get rid of him. I got the 100 overall Miles Turner on the no money spent to replace D-Rob because as much as this card's fast, he's good defensively, he's got a great player model, he's 7'1", can play power forward. His jump shot, I mean, I just can't agree with it, dude. I cannot agree with his jump shot to save my life. And the more that I've used this card, the more I don't like him. So I do believe Dark Matter D-Rob is going to be in B tier. Talking about Dino Raja, he's probably B to A. I mean, I would take him over some of these power forwards, and like I think he's better, low-key better than D-Rob, probably better than Embiid. I like him more than Gally Simple Jaren. I'm gonna go B tier though for Dino. He could be a lot better at the power forward spot. Pau Gasol is gonna be in D tier. just not a great card at the power forward position with his jump shot. Brad Miller, another power forward that, you know, number one is obviously obtainable, but they gave him really good sigs. His movement is great. I like his jump shot, has the Pro 2 fade. He's not the greatest defender in this world, but he's more of an offensive power forward, but I think his offense does make up for the maybe lack of defense that he has. Galaxy Opal Miles Turner, I feel like, again, you could go A tier. Same with Dino Raja, but I'm going to go Miles Turner in the B tier category. Maybe you could go A. I'm going to go probably like high B for Dino and Miles Turner. Sengun, he's an okay power forward card. I think his jump shot's good. His defense really isn't that great. Eddie Curry, I'm also going to go in C tier. Not a huge fan of his jump shot either. Amari Stoudemire, wasn't a huge fan of this card whatsoever. I do believe he's going to be in D tier. George Mikan, actually very solid. I would say George Mikan's an easy A tier option, maybe on the lower A tier side, but George Mikan's actually good. He's a great defender. He's 6'10" at power forward with a good jump shot. I like George Mikan at the power forward spot. And then Dark Matter Sar, I would say, rounds out the S tier category when it comes to the best obtainable power forwards currently in my team. So in my opinion, guys, these are going to be all the best obtainable power forwards, obviously ranked on a tier list. Let me know what you guys think down below. If you guys are looking to pick up a power forward, I would highly suggest obviously the cards in S. If you can't afford them, or maybe don't want to grind for them, or maybe already have a couple of them, then I think the cards in A tier, a lot of them are auctionable. I do think they're very good for their price. Even the cards in B are still very usable. I would personally probably stay away from these cards in C and D tier. Maybe a couple cards in C if they're cheaper, like a Kalel Ware. He's solid for his price, but realistically, these are going to be all of the best obtainable power forwards. Hopefully you guys found this tier list helpful, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.